Hello, welcome back to my channel. So, a few disclaimers before we get into the video. First, we're ignoring how messy my background of my room is right now. I had to move a bunch of stuff yesterday because I had to make a workspace to start building my PC. So that's that. Anyways, content warning, we are talking about children being exploited by adults, as said in the title, but there's also mentions of child abuse and the of children. So if that makes you uncomfortable, you can click off. No hard feelings. Also, for legal reasons, because I don't want to get sued, any accusations against any parents or guardians in this video is alleged. And let's begin. Oh wait, sorry. Also, stuffed animal of the video is this little Charmander that I got from Target. He's a dense one. I really like him. He's like really good quality stuff. Most of my stuffed animals are from Target, for those curious. And also I was thinking about it, I'm like, I'm gonna have to get more stuffed animals if I keep doing the stuffed animal thing every commentary video. So listen, I hate kids. They're sticky, they're annoying, they're loud, they're dumb. They are not for me, okay? But there's also that one thing that everyone has, I feel like, that just hits differently, but in a bad way. I think the expression is that it makes your humanity bleed, or it shows your humanity. It's basically just some type of injustice or misfortune that you can't handle, whether it's homelessness, sex trafficking, abuse, hate crimes, racism, stuff like that. For me, it is child abuse. It makes me upset to the point of nausea. I don't know what it is. Motherly instinct, the fact that I have a lot of younger siblings, it makes me so disgusted. I can't handle it. And I know that the concept of child influencers being exploited isn't a new concept. I'm not going to say anything profound in this video, but we are going to talk about three main children: Piper from the Piper Rockelle channel, Danielle Cohn, and Claire, aka Lil Tay, and just the dark underbelly of these children's careers and fame. And I always try to include media in my videos, whether it's photos or videos, just to, one, be more engaging, and also to help people out that have no idea what I'm talking about or who I'm talking about. But since I'm talking about children doing questionable things, I'm not going to be showing any imagery of said children just due to my personal discomfort. If you really want to look them up, you can feel free to. So we're starting with Piper. Piper is a 13-year-old girl from Georgia. She's been on YouTube for 4 years, so since she was 9, and she's amassed over 7 million followers. She has 7.58 million, I believe. And on the surface, it's a pretty traditional YouTube channel. You know how a lot of those really big creators on YouTube make content that you can't imagine anyone willingly watching? You know, it's loud, there's challenges, there's things popping up on the screen every 2 seconds. It's kind of oversaturated. That's Piper's content, essentially. But when you look at some of the videos that this channel puts out, it starts to look a little weird. There's videos like My First Kiss, Kiss, Marry, Diss, which both came out when she was 10. Will It Fit? Try on clothing haul at Victoria's Secret. My Crush reacts to Fashion Nova outfits. Boyfriend reacts to Fashion Nova outfits. Handcuffed my boyfriend for 24 hours. My boyfriend reacts to my camera roll. I got married to my boyfriend. Caught my boyfriend cheating prank. My boyfriend reacts to Instagram model. My boyfriend reacts to Fashion Nova swimsuit haul. Catfishing my boyfriend to see if he's cheating prank. My crush reacts to Fashion Nova outfits. Kissing my best friend's boyfriend. I don't need to continue with the video titles, but you get the point, right? It's all stuff that traditional big YouTubers make, but those traditional big YouTubers are adults, not the ages of 10 to 13, which is how old Piper was when these videos came out. The most concerning videos are ones like stuffing my bra to see if my boyfriend notices. If you say I love you, you have to remove a layer of clothing. The swimsuit try-on hauls, there's a hickey prank, a video where she pretends to be drunk, and a video where she calls her boyfriend daddy. It's clear sexual and adult themes on a child's YouTube channel, which makes me uncomfortable. And what I noticed is that the more popular her channel got, the more frequent this type of content was uploaded. She started her channel when she was just playing with slime and those little squishy toys. But now if you look at her content, there's multiple points where 5 videos back to back are all pertaining to her body or her relationships. And I don't want my point to be misconstrued or taken the wrong way. I'm not saying 13-year-olds aren't allowed to date, and I'm not saying 13-year-olds aren't allowed to have YouTube channels. As per YouTube's guidelines, you have to be at least 13. And that's kind of where one issue comes up though, because Piper's been uploading for 4 years, meaning she had to have had a parent or guardian's permission to start her channel, and while it could be argued that she just lied about her age or getting parental permission, considering the fact that her earlier videos refer to herself in third person, the fact that most of the time it isn't Piper that's filming the videos, the fact that the mom is always there, the professional editing, it's very clear that Piper is not the one uploading, it is her mom. And that's what makes it like even more uncomfortable for me. I just have a feeling that a lot of the video ideas are her mom's. Like, I highly doubt Piper at 12 years old was like, hey mom, for the next video, what if I try on a bunch of swimsuits and have my boyfriend rate how they look on me? And even if that is something that she came up with, the adult should go, no, 12-year-old daughter, let's not do that. But obviously that didn't happen because more than one of those videos exist on her channel, and in my opinion, this is exploitation. Exploitation is the act of selfishly taking advantage of someone in order to profit from them or benefit oneself. Considering Piper's age, it's safe to say that her mom, who she lives with, is the one pulling the strings for the most part in regards to the channel and is the one getting the money, not Piper. And Piper's mom having money can obviously help her care for Piper, but I always just feel weird about adults profiting off of their children, especially in the instance where it's weird adult content being made by a 13-year-old who is assumably not making the creative decisions. The reason this is such a problem to me is because you're putting your child in a pretty compromising position in multiple ways. The main one being that this world is disgusting and has disgusting people in it who like children in an inappropriate way. And putting this type of content like, hey boyfriend, rate this bikini on my child body, is welcoming the wrong type of audience. And I'm not saying that Piper's mom is doing this on purpose, but I am saying that Piper's mom knows that those videos get more views than other videos on Piper's channel. Coachella 2019 shopping haul, 1.3 million views. Boyfriend reacts to Fashion Nova swimsuit haul, 17.3 million views. Interesting. Filling my pool with 1,000 bath bombs, 1.9 million views. Tinder in real life, 11 million views. I digress. And even if the content in the video isn't explicitly suggestive, there's videos that have suggestive titles that are purely clickbaiting adult content, which honestly feels purposeful to me. Like one of the examples that I listed earlier, the Victoria's Secret try-on haul video, is completely clickbait. Like, they do go shopping at Victoria's Secret, but they go for the shirts and the sweatpants and stuff. They say at the beginning of the video that they're not showing any undergarments, but anyone that knows Victoria's Secret is going to associate it with lingerie and undergarments. So someone that knows what Victoria's Secret is and likes underage girls could click on that video to see something other than shirts and sweatpants. So someone such as myself can make the assumption that that video title was used purposely for clicks to make money off a child. This isn't me saying that Piper's mother purposely markets her daughter in a sexual manner for pedophiles. I genuinely don't think that's the case, but I do think that her mom is aware of the fact that adding adult themes to a 13-year-old's video comes with the possibility of the wrong type of audience seeing it. But I also think that money comes first because her mom knows what type of money comes with that type of video. And I will say that since Piper's channel is marked as making content for kids, there is significantly less advertising on it, so that's good. But she was making a lot of money before that rule was established on YouTube, and regardless, she still has other social media platforms to make money on, in addition to sponsorships. Her mom is still making a lot of money regardless of the fact that it's marketed for kids. In addition to these adult themes being implemented to a child's channel, I just don't think it's good for Piper mentally. Like, having a camera in your face since your age wasn't even in the double digits is probably going to have long-term effects on your mental health. Being exposed to the internet at a younger age can affect your self-esteem, your body image, your sensitization. It can lead to cyberbullying or a decrease in mental and physical health. It has long-term effects on children. It's been shown in studies. I just always feel weird about young children doing adult-like things in front of a very big audience, especially when they start as young as Piper did. Like, I didn't mention this until now because it didn't really fit anywhere in the script, but Piper didn't start on YouTube. She actually started on TikTok back when it was Musical.ly, and though her original account was deleted, it had over 15 million followers, and she started it when she was like 7 or 8, I think. And TikTok has its own slew of issues when it comes to complete creeps on that app. And you don't even need to be making suggestive content on TikTok as a child. You just need to exist as a child, and there will be a weirdo there. And TikTok also doesn't have any strict rules when it comes to child restrictions on the app. Like, at least with YouTube, whenever you upload a video, you get asked, is this a video for kids? Yes or no. If you select no, The ads are limited and the comments are automatically turned off, which is good. That means that Piper's YouTube video comments are off, always. But that is still a newer thing for YouTube. It's only like a little bit over 2 years old, meaning that there was a time where Piper's comments were on, which makes me assume that there was probably a similar issue that 8 Passengers had before they turned their comments off, where would put timestamps in the comments for other. Basically, the timestamp was a part in the video where there was a child in a compromising position. So it is good that YouTube has that system in place now, but it didn't always, and TikTok has never had it. It does not have any auto comment disabler, and even though TikTok doesn't have an issue of, the timestamp thing just because of how different the video format is, it can still lead to inappropriate comments being made about Piper or children in general. But if Piper's mom is monitoring her comments or has someone monitoring them, there's nothing wrong with Piper posting TikToks. I want to reiterate that. I don't care that Piper posts TikToks or YouTube videos. I just get worried with the more suggestive themes in the content. But moving on to a child whose mom, I know for a fact, doesn't monitor her content, Danielle Cohn. Danielle Cohn is a Musical.ly star turned YouTuber slash TikToker with 1.8 million YouTube subscribers and 18.9 TikTok followers. I've actually already made a video about Danielle Cohn. You can watch it if you want to. I will say, I did make a mistake in that video. In my script, I mixed up her exes, Mikey and Ethan, and so I said that Mikey was the father of her abortion. It was actually Ethan, I believe, and also Mikey was her ex, but they're now dating again. So I apologize for that, but everything else in the video still stands. So Danielle Cohn was like huge in 2017 and 2018. She was honestly a big part of, the growth and boom of commentary, to be honest, just because of how many people were commenting on her actions and behavior and speculating about her age. It was confirmed by her father, who posted Danielle's birth certificate, that Danielle was in fact lying about her age and that she's actually 2 years younger than she says she is, meaning that she's currently 15 because she just had her birthday in March. There are a lot of people that really dislike Danielle, but even though Danielle has done some questionable things and said some questionable stuff, I don't think she's the problem. Her mother, Jennifer, is the problem. Jennifer has been caught creating fake accounts to talk to people who were concerned about Danielle. One of those accounts was where she literally impersonated a lawyer. Another is where she pretended to be Danny's sister that she does not have. She's had CPS called on her by a former family friend. She allows Danielle to be in relationships with boys who are quite a few years older than Danielle. She allows Danielle to post very suggestive YouTube videos like her boyfriend rating her scandalous Halloween costumes or her Fashion Nova swimsuits. Sounds familiar. I have to sneeze. She allows Danielle to get tattoos. There's been leaked videos of Jennifer saying she's going to control Danielle until she turns 18, making her do things for live streams like showing her body, eating, dancing. The worst of these accusations, and again, I'm using the word accusation so I don't get sued, but the worst accusation is that Jennifer made Danielle an account on a porn website and had the intentions of leaking a sex tape of Danielle with one of her boyfriends, which is disgusting. Danielle's situation is a lot more intense than Piper's. I feel like, in my opinion, they're both being exploited by their mothers, but Danielle's mother shows a blatant disregard for her child's mental well-being and at some points is endangering her. I said I wasn't going to include media in this video and I meant it. If you want evidence for the stuff about Danielle Cohn's mom, there's an Instagram account. It's called Cohn on the Cohn Reel. I'm putting it on the screen right now. It has all of the evidence. You can look there. I genuinely feel bad for Danielle. I think she gets a lot of shit online and I think that a good bit of it is undeserving because it's pretty clear that her mom is a very influential force in her life in a negative way. And what a lot of people tend to forget is that children are just products of their environment. They learn from their parents and they rely on their parents for guidance, and Danielle's mom is not giving that to her. Finally, we're going to talk about Claire, also known as Lil Tay. In this section, I'm only referring to her as Claire since that is her name. I will not be referring to her as the stage name that her exploiters gave her. Claire was the internet's most hated 9-year-old for like a really long time. She went viral for being the youngest flexer. Basically, she would post wearing, luxury clothing brands in these luxury houses, holding money, saying, look at me, I'm a 9-year-old millionaire. And oh my god, the internet hated her. But shortly after she went viral and amassed over 2 million Instagram followers, she just disappeared completely and hadn't posted anything since June of 2018. While she was absent, it came out that obviously this child is not a millionaire who became a millionaire simply by working hard like she said she did. No shit, she's 9. Well, now 11, but she was 9 then. It turned out her mom was a fancy realtor that was behind the entire thing. She would bring Claire to work with her in the fancy house, dress her in the fancy clothes, and film her flexing with the help of Claire's older brother. There was a video leaked of Claire filming a type of like reaction video where her brother is basically behind the camera directing her and telling her what to do, and it's very clear that Claire is like frustrated or just doesn't want to be there. A video also came out of Claire smoking a hookah while her mother and brother watched, and it finally came out that Claire's father had taken custody of her. And that was really the last we had heard for a long time. But recently, Claire's Instagram has become active again, and it's gotten a lot of mixed responses. Basically, Claire's Instagram has been taken over by her older brother, who is claiming that they need help because they're in a legal battle over Claire because her father, who currently has custody of her, was actually physically and mentally of Claire, stole all her money and used it to go on luxury vacations with his girlfriend, and they currently have a GoFundMe up and they're asking for $150,000 to help with the legal fees. D'Angelo already made a great video explaining why this situation is kind of weird. If you for some reason don't have good taste and you don't want to watch it, I'll sum up his points. Claire herself has still not been seen. She's not the one posting, she's not the one saying anything, she's not the one asking for help. And that makes it a little hard to believe the whole thing, considering it's all coming from the guy who contributed to her exploitation in the first place. Her brother has posted some pictures and videos to Instagram, but none of them are really solid evidence that Claire's father is a. There's a video of the brother accusing the father, like, to his face, and he just doesn't, like, say anything. He just walks away. There's a video of Claire holding a phone and crying, even though it's clearly an old video based off of her hair color, and there's no audio, so the only context we have is what the brother has given us, which we don't know is the truth. The brother has posted a few videos of Claire's father vacationing with his girlfriend, and while it is weird that Claire isn't present in the pictures aren't dated. Like, for all we know, it could be before her father had custody of Claire, and it also doesn't prove that her father stole her money like the brother is claiming, because her father is a lawyer. Lawyers can afford fancy vacations. And in the GoFundMe that's set up by her brother, he does not refer to her as her real name a single time. He only ever refers to her as Lil Tay or Tay, which to me personally is just weird. I will say that Claire's brother has posted pictures of Claire with marks on her back and bruises on her face, so even if the story about the father is fabricated, that doesn't matter. Something is happening to an 11-year-old child, and that is severely not okay. But that's really all the information we have about Claire right now, as far as I've seen, the last I've checked, so I hope that it's going to work out for her. I severely do. I think each of these girls are examples of different forms of exploitation. For Piper, it's subconscious. Her mom isn't actively sexualizing her, but she knows that that type of content gets views, and she allows her daughter to be viewed in a suggestive manner for that sweet, sweet check. For Danielle, it's a very conscious decision. Her mom understands the attention that Danielle gets and the profit that comes with it, and she will do whatever it takes to keep her daughter's name in the headlines and her own pockets filled, regardless of how it affects Danielle. For Claire, I don't know what to call it. Honestly, it's just sad. Her mom created this persona and forced her daughter to become that for the fame and money that comes with going viral, but Claire seems to be in an unsafe situation, and there's a lot of gray area in that, we don't know if this abuse would have happened had it not been for the fame. We don't even really know who's doing the abuse, and now there's doubt from people online that it's even happening at all just because of the reputation that Claire has, which is a reputation that she was forced to have so her mom could profit off of her. I don't know, it all just rubs me the wrong way. I have nothing against children wanting to, be content creators. It's something that I always wanted to do as a kid as well, because I grew up with YouTube. I watched a lot of YouTube, and when I was little, I would make shitty YouTube videos, but my parents were never involved. They were never pulling the strings behind the scene. They were never making me do things, and I think that that's where it becomes a problem. I think that there is a big issue with child channels being controlled by parents that don't have the child's best interest at heart. And I don't know if there's a solution for that, because, it's YouTube, but I just hope we see less of that. I hope that, we can recognize exploitation more and more and at least try to put a stop to it. But that's really, I guess, all there is to say about it. I hope you liked this video. It's something that genuinely bothers me on the internet. I mean, there's there's a lot of things that bother me about the internet, but the mistreatment of children is certainly high up on that list. So I liked talking about this because I like talking about things that bother me, and I hope you liked listening to me talk about it. If you did, consider subscribing if you're new, like the video, comment for engagement stuff, do whatever you want. And I will see you the next time I post a video, or I will see you on Twitch. And thank you, and goodbye.